Okay, so I am Zoie Beckman, and I interned at the Graham County Hospital in the physical therapy department. My daily tasks. So basically, we're working with the physical therapist. In Hill City, we only have one therapist, and we have 2 aides. And so because I'm not certified, I'm not able to do a lot of things, but we clean. So if with the therapist and the aides, after the patient is done, we redress the beds and get everything ready for that next patient to come in. Also, this has also been a very helpful thing for me because I want to go into physical therapy. Assisting with different things, getting different utensils for the therapist. I'm able to do 2 treatments, which are E-stem and assisting with a phonophoresis ultrasound on patients. So to a little background on that and explain what those things are, E-stem is like an electric pad that you put on your body if you have if your muscle is hurting or you're having inflammation. You can put it on your knee or your shoulder, anywhere. Set it up, and then we'll do 15 minutes on their body with either heat or ice, and I'm able to help with that. The phonophoresis, this is like an ultrasound with a tool to rub on the patient. You do this for about 8 minutes, and it just helps with inflammation on that. If your muscle hurts or have that deep aching, this helps with it, and a lot of patients like it. And other than that, I just get to observe and learn from that. Another thing that I was able to do this internship was that my therapist, Denise, she had a project that the hospital was trying to get back in, the works of it, and she gave that to me, and Kirsten actually helped a little bit, but it's called the Gym Bag Project. What's the purpose of it? Well, for families that come into the ER and they have to get shipped out, some patients, their families have nothing, and they don't, this is supposed to be so that that family doesn't have to worry about going somewhere or finding a place to go get essential needs or snacks, so they can just stay in the hospital and focus on that their family members' needs. These bags, so it's a big grocery sack. Later you can see a picture of them. But these are filled with all the essential needs, toothbrush, toothpaste, mouthwash, deodorant, all those things. And it was very helpful because the hospital actually donated all those things, so we didn't have to fundraise to get those ones. Snacks, with an addition of all of the donations, and Denise actually went and donated a lot of the snack foods from Sam's Club, and we ordered things from Amazon. And then we actually are putting Visa cards in there. We don't have those right now, but we have 20 bags prepared, and we already used one. So the Visa cards are going to be $20, just so if the family needs gas or they just need to go get something. I know $20 isn't a lot of money, but in that circumstance, it can be helpful, very helpful. What is special about this project? Well, it's called the Gym Project. So we had an individual named Jim Keith in our community, and he has passed away now, but he was a very big pillar in our community, and he committed his life to just trying to help people. And like it has up there, he served for 42 years at the sheriff's department, and he was a quadriplegic, I believe. And we are just feeling that these bags, giving them to people in need, is going to carry on that legacy. Another thing for me about this project was that I was told, well, let's get to raise $1,000. Well, I started fundraising, and actually I am over 1,000, and we've actually got over $1,500, and that's just from our local businesses in Hill City. And here's some pictures. This is the gym bag, and I don't know if you can see all of the items in there, but I tried to get a picture of like what kind of it looks like. And actually yesterday, our auxiliary in the hospital, they wanted to help out and put these bags together with us, and they're putting it as one of their projects as well that they're going to be doing to help out with. But yeah, it took about, I think, 45 to an hour, and then I went through the bags and checked them all that they had everything. On the other side of that, this is another picture of me doing procedures and the treatment. That's phonophoresis. So that's actually my coworker. He was having an issue. He works out every day, and his muscle right up here was hurting, so he asked me to do a phono on him. And then this is this is a patient. I have gotten consent, so I'm not getting any, like, crossing any lines on that. But yeah, it's been fun. And Leadership Day, I wanted to just like come off and tell you guys kind of how it benefited me. I really liked how we got to see the people on the panel and got to like hear how they have moved away and like, oh, this is a big city and we're not getting all of these opportunities, so we're going to move back, and it's a better environment to raise kids in. And that kind of like clicked in my head, like, oh wow, like that could be something that I will probably do. Another personal thing that I took from it was that a lot of the people from Hill City, I don't really know all of the interns that came with us, and like personally, and that kind of like bonding a little bit, that was very beneficial as well. Takeaways from this internship is just like the experience. I have talked to a lot of people that are going to Washburn in this same program into kinesiology, and they have no background of what they kind of want to do. They're just like going in blind, and this has been a very beneficial thing for me so I can have that knowledge. And communication skills as well with patients and other people in the community, in the hospital, staff, getting to know them, opening up to them. Also, working with Denise, being the therapist, because I want to be a therapist. Just paying attention to cue things whenever she's evaluating a patient and I'm observing, to just take more awareness of what is going on than just like them verbally telling you. And then, of course, the project, being able to lead that. I'm actually going to be minoring in leadership, so that kind of was like, oh, I get to lead something. And I got all the fundraising, and I was able to overachieve my goal. And the last thing is appreciation. Our department, all the people in it, our staff, very welcoming, very open, and it was very good for me because I actually started in January with the work study there. So I was there from January to May, and then a few weeks, and then the internship. So I was really being able to grow and get to know them a little bit more, and then the hands-on experience as well. That's it.
So you were also part of the work study program, right?
Yes.
Earlier this spring. Could you explain, because it was with the hospital, doing around the same thing?
It was the same thing in the same department.
So could you talk about just kind of what that looked like for those that don't maybe know about the work study program, and then just like the transition into the internship? Yeah.
So the work study program, I basically did the same things. It wasn't much different. It was just like I wanted to get a head start in my second semester of high school, or of my senior year. So I just talked with my mom, and we got that set up. But it was very, I think, beneficial to me, and I think that's what drove me to do the internship as well. It was just very eye-opening.
That's awesome. That's so exciting. And then, sorry, I do know this because of your mom, but so you were originally going to do like dermatology things, and so then you had an experience with like PT and things like that. So could you tell everybody just a little bit about that like decision, and then like what this internship kind of helped with that, I guess?
So originally, last year, I was dead set on going to a beauty school for esthetician. That's skincare. And I was able to get the opportunity to go to Hayes Hospital to the Destinations and Journeys and Destinations career day, and they go through all of the departments in there, and they talk a little bit, and they do demonstrations. And physical therapy really caught my eye. I've always been into sports, and I work out, and that's just a big hobby of mine. And I wanted to stay with that, and I didn't think that I was going to have the love and compassion for skincare and all of the beauty school in the future, and so I wanted to get a closer aspect of it.